Welcome, my name is Venomous Viper, and the Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 beta is out, and it has been out for 3 days. So if you haven't played it, then what are you doing? Go play it. It's completely open, it's completely free. Just play it. Even if you think you won't like it, try it out. Now, as for me, I love the game. I played the first one to absolute death, and when I heard the second one was coming out, I had to try it. And, well, the beta's out, I got to play it, and I want to give you my first impressions of the game and my thoughts on it. Now, my overall rating for the game is good. Not bad, not excellent, good. Now, I'll go over the positives of the game and then the negatives. The positives: there's a lot to do. There's a lot of content in the game. Even for a beta, I see myself spending hours on this game because there's so much to do and it's so fun. Like right now we're playing survival in the backyard battleground. My friend, you know, you can invite your friends to this interactive hub world where you could, you know, it's basically the main menu, but also it's interactive. There's so much to do, and we're just playing survival here. And it's just really fun to play with friends. It really is a brilliant game. And the multiplayer is amazing. All the maps are awesome. The characters and the abilities and all the customizations and the new leveling up system. It's all amazing. I can't wait for the full game to come out. Now I want to go over the bad points. First and foremost, there's one aspect of the game that is very unbalanced. If you've played multiplayer, you will understand this point. Everyone plays as the imp, which is what you're seeing on screen now. And what they do, they call him the Z-Mech robot, and then there you go. That is, you know, that is a summarization of multiplayer. Everyone calls him the Z-Mech robot. And there's no, well, there is a way to defeat it, but it's very hard. If you're on a plant and you're up against like 5 Z-Mech robots, you're gonna get screwed pretty badly. Now the counter to the Z-Mech is supposed to be Citron with his EMP ability, but the EMP does hardly anything. Like, it stuns them for 2 seconds and does 40 damage. Like, what's that gonna do? So PopCap should either nerf the imp or buff Citron's EMP against the robot, because at the moment everyone plays as the imp and it's really, really annoying. Now the second point I want to go over, the second negative, is that it's very chaotic. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of bullets, there's action everywhere. Now, you're probably thinking, hey, that's a good thing, there's a lot of action, stuff to do. Well, the first game was a lot more tactical based, and this one's just chaotic. It's just absolute mayhem, and I don't really like that. Plants vs Zombies, the series, is meant to be tactical based, isn't it? The second one just feels like a mess. If I were to compare the two games, the first PVZ Garden Warfare was more of a battlefield, and this game is more of a Call of Duty. And really, I think Plants vs Zombies should stay as a tactical based game. Well, how is PopCap going to fix this? How are they going to make this more tactical based? Well, they can't. I mean, with the introduction of all these new characters and stuff, it is going to be chaotic. Maybe as the game goes on, it will become more tactical based, you know, because you got all these noob players, you know, trying out the game that don't know what they're doing and just going around shooting. And then as the game goes on, you get more veterans who get more skill based and more tactical. So hopefully that happens, because I like my tactical based games. Now, as for the characters, some are good and some are bad. Some do need to be nerfed and some do need to be buffed. For example, Captain Deadbeard. You know, he's good, but his barrel ability needs to be buffed. You need to be next to the enemy for it to basically do damage. but if you're right next to the enemy, they're gonna shoot you and kill you. So they should definitely increase the amount of armor you have when you're in the barrel. As I said, for the Imp, he needs to be nerfed, or Citron, he needs to be buffed. Super Brains, I tried him out, but I find myself dying a lot of the time. So, and also his triangle ability, where he spins around, that sucks. As again, you have to be right next to the enemy for it to work, so they can just kill you, and it does like 5 damage every second. Like, that's terrible. So they should increase the damage output on that, and also maybe increase, or decrease the time it takes to recharge. Now, as for the original characters on the zombie side, the Foot Soldier, he's good. I tried out the Foot Soldier. He's okay. The Scientist, he's okay. The Engineer and the All-Star, they're okay. But I don't see many people trying out the old guys because they want to try out the new guys. Now for the plants is a very different story. They are lacking indeed. Citron, of course, his EMP needs to be buffed. Rose, she's pretty good. I tried out Rose. She's my favourite plant. Colonel Corn, he's decent as well. I don't think any buffs need to be added to him. But as for the original 4 plants, I think they are redundant. As compared to the newer characters, they aren't as good. The Pea Shooter, I mean, just pick Colonel Corn. He's an upgraded version of the Pea Shooter. The Chomper's just useless. Like, you got all these new zombies. Like, with a Chomper, you're gonna get killed even if you go close, because there's gonna be loads of zombies out there killing you. A Sunflower, I mean, she's okay, but she gets killed really easily. She's fragile. Especially with a Z-Mex, you can just kill her easily. And the Cactus is okay, but because the maps are so big now, her potato mines and walnut defenses are useless. Like, the maps are very big and very open. In the first game, they were more close-spaced, and they had, like, tight hallways, so we could place potato mines and walnuts. But in this game, it's a lot more open. There's a lot more paths that it could come from. The Cactus doesn't fare well against the zombies. So I hope, you know, this is just a beta. I do hope that PopCap, you know, buff and nerf the characters that need them. You know, they do change some things about the game. I came across a lot of bugs, okay? And I mean a lot. First off, when you play as the scientist one that shoots the digital computer stuff, I don't know what he's called. Sometimes when I go crunch mode, everything like turns green, right? And you get a damage and speed increased. Sometimes the screen just goes black and I can't see nothing at all and I just die. So that's a problem. Second problem, sometimes when I respawn, I don't respawn, I just look at a death screen and I have to close the application and start it up again. Also, sometimes when I'm in the Z-Mech, when you're about to die and then you activate the rocket's ability, you start spazzing out everywhere for some reason. So that's a problem. With the Engineer, when you use the big bolt blaster, I used it one time and the whole screen was spazzing out, like it was flying all over the place. I think I'll show you a clip of it. I probably have some clips of all these bugs, you know, actually happening, so I have proof that these bugs are occurring. But I really do hope that PopCap fixes these issues. I know it's a beta. I know they said in the beginning that there'll probably be bugs, but this many is a bit, you know, worrying. The game comes out in just a month. They only have a month to, you know, sort this out, so I hope they do. Another thing that worries me, I looked in the sticker book thingy, and I was hoping that each character would have 3 abilities to choose from. The original characters, they had 2 to choose from. Like for the Foot Soldier, you had the Rocket Jump and Rocket Leap, the ZPG Multi-Rocket, and Zombie Sync Cloud and Super Zombie Sync Cloud. I really do hope they now have a 3rd one, because just having 2 abilities for each character it's a bit boring, not much customization. You know, this is a next gen game. They've been working on this for a long time. I really do hope they bring in free abilities. And they should, for example, for the scientist, he has a zombie heal station, the super zombie heal station, and the zombie heal beam. So he has free abilities. So I'm hoping every other character has three to choose from, because it'd make customization a lot better and it'll make your character a lot more unique. Those are all the bugs I've encountered so far, and hopefully PopCap fixes them when the game comes out and they prepare their servers, because there'll be a lot of players playing multiplayer, so they better be ready to deal with the mass amount of players. So those are all of my impressions and thoughts I have on the game. It's an amazing game. I'm like level 80 or something because I've been playing this so much. It's so much fun, and I do recommend you to try it out if you haven't. And I want you to tell me your impressions and thoughts on the game. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? What bugs have you encountered? Tell me in the comments below. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, until next time, cheerio.